Hello everyone, welcome to Ultimate Diecast. My name's Tyrone, and doesn't a week fly? Seemingly, in the time it takes to have a cup of coffee, a week has passed. This is part 2 of Open Everything. All of these were gifts from Andrew from New York State. Thank you very much, Andrew. Much appreciated. It's given me an immense amount of material for videos, both on Ultimate Diecast and building the Ultimate Matchbox car collection. We'll merrily continue with Cougars, 1970 Mercury Cougar Eliminator. This is in a lovely tomato red. We'll call it tomato red. We can call it anything. Barrett Jackson, the world's greatest collector car auctions. If you've ever been to an auction of anything, they're quite tense situations. Look at that photo. That's a great photo. Well, sold for $110,000. Scottsdale 2017. There was no reserve. Imagine, you could have got it for $100. No reserve. But everybody else wanted it, so you were never going to get it for $100. You would have had to have paid $110,000 US, which is somewhere in the order of 145,000 Australian. Similar in Canadian, I think. It's a lot of money for a 1970 anything, I suppose. Aircon wouldn't work properly. The radio wouldn't work properly. The fuel efficiency was not an issue. All sorts of things against it, but would I pay $110,000 for the real thing? Probably not. I like that somebody did. As I vow not to open an opening part, here I am opening an opening part. That's very interesting to me. Look at that. That's a really nice detail. I'm glad I did that now. So many times I open the opening part of anything, any brand, and I kind of wish I hadn't, but look at that. That is something to crack your head open on if you're a mechanic, isn't it? But what a way to go. Fantastic looking car. The Mercury Cougar, if you've ever watched pretty much any other episode I've ever done on anything, I'll espouse as one of my all-time favourite cars. They really hit a nerve with me. Fantastic. Oh, not sure how she's going to focus. I won't pick it up because she'll just fly off the boot of this police car. This was the driver. Should still be the driver. But if you saw the first episode of Open Everything last week, you would know that this Japanese police car had a issue with the suspension, or not the suspension, the axle, back axle. They screw together, so you can fix it right away, which I did. And now the driver sits there having smoko, and even I can operate a screwdriver. So fixed it is, looking very symmetrical on the road, if that's the right word. Is the Cougar still in shot? Only just. We'll manoeuvre things around as we go. Sometimes I bring out some props, sometimes I don't. Today I have. I've switched my Cameos up on the table next to me so we can have a look at this 2020 Chevy Corvette in black. Fantastic. Going back to the random act of kindness from Andrew of New York, Andrew J we'll call him, in a attempt to keep him semi-anonymous, sent me all of these, and the condition was open everything, so that's why this and the previous and the next video will be called Open Everything, just so you know. This is a new casting from Auto World. Did I finish my sentence about the Cameos next to me? There are very few, but the ones I do bring on to supplement what I'm showing you currently in this 2020 Chevy Corvette. Amazingly, out of the dozens of cars Andrew sent me, none of the high-end stuff was a repeat for me. In fact, it was crazy that none of the high-end stuff was a repeat for me, as I mangle how to open the opening part. I forget. Does it flip? It flips somehow. There you go. Take a cheeky little look there. Not sure what you'd put in there. Your microwave meals. I'm sure it gets quite warm in there. Sweet. Yeah, I thought I had one of these. I don't. I have the red one. And the yellow one. Gee, they look sharp together, don't they? Fantastic. And while we're on the subject, that one. See what I mean? I thought I had this. I have the Camaro in white. And now I have this, the 2020 Chevy Corvette in white. And they're calling it Arctic White. Premium facts. The driver in the C8 has been moved forward by 16.5 inches compared to the previous C7 Corvette. It's when you're getting old, you lean forward in your driver's seat trying to get a better view of the road ahead of you instead of buying better glasses. The C8 Corvette is not available with a manual transmission. Instead, it uses an 8-speed dual clutch automatic. Well, that's interesting. I don't read anything or look ahead with these videos for the most part. Sometimes I'll get in a few cameo cars like these two to make the show a little more interesting for you at home, but I very rarely do any research whatsoever. Whatever pops into my head flies out of my mouth. But I've forgotten what I was going to say. See what I mean? It'll probably come to me. Let's just get on with it. Oh dear. It's all about being lost in the moment and having a bit of fun. This is the Arctic White Corvette. Hey, look at that. The contrast is really nice. Really nice. I haven't seen... Oh, as I noticed, one of the scratch marks I put massacring these packets. Not the auto art, but the other harder to open packets. I'm normally very careful. You can't afford not to be when you're old, which is, I think, the tangent I was half-assed on. I will leave that. You've seen an engine before. Yeah, it's great. The amount of variance that you think you have, and you look again and you don't. Sometimes it suckers you into buying the same thing multiple times because you thought you didn't have it and you do. But this was one of those rare occasions where everything I thought I did have, I didn't, but now I do. Do you follow? It's hard to, isn't it? We're going to put the blow-ins off to the side. We're going to put today's stars right there as we move on to anything in particular. If you've ever seen YouTube chase videos, and I've seen a few now, one of these might have been the star of the show, the 2021 Chevrolet Tahoe Police Pursuit Vehicle, this one from the Texas Highway Patrol, Texas, USA. Look at this. It's in the Hot Pursuit range. It didn't come to Perth, Western Australia. If it had of, I'd probably have a dozen of them. But as it stands, I just have this one. I want to shout something before I rip this open, like a cop shouting something at a suspect that they've just pit manoeuvred. Ooh. Looks like he was in a car chase with his McDonald's on the dashboard. It's gone everywhere. Look at that. I love the blacked out wheels. They just look mean, don't they? Holy smoke. It's got the state of Texas on the door. That's probably accurate. I've got some other ones here. That's the State Police, New Jersey. So if you misbehave in New Jersey, that'll come after you. If you misbehave in the Boone County, is it the Boone County or just Boone County? I think it's just Boone County. This guy might come after you. Sheriff, as I understand it, is an elected official. Somebody told me that in the comments. Thank you. And there's this one which I was entirely thrilled with, and then things with blacked out wheels came along, and I thought, yeah, I like the blacked out wheels better. That's State Police of Squint, Massachusetts. Fantastic livery on that one too, though. But yeah, the blacked out wheels. It looks like it's the law, but it looks like they'll break the law to get you, if you know what I mean. With things a bit dirty, a bit rough, a little bit mean. And sad to see the coloured light bars disappear, isn't it? None of these have the coloured light bars, but you know when they want you. They get all colourful when they want you. Go downstairs just a little to fit the masses in. And what do we go for next? We need to go for a Cougar. Let's go for a yellow one. It's not even... Yes, it was, slightly. This feels like a bonus, doesn't it? Didn't even look like it was part of the show. The 1970 Mercury Cougar Eliminator 428CJ. And I was only just told in the comments what CJ meant, and I've only just forgotten. Another one from Barrett Jackson, the world famous car collector's auction in Scottsdale. This sold in 2015 for $132,000. Guess someone liked yellow. Wow. And here we have the wonderful Cougar in yellow. Holy cow. That looks good. Eliminator on the tail end. Fantastic wheels. Does it go well next to the red? You bet it does. Oh, that'll break the colours up. Whoa. And we have the Golf livery as well, but that complements the colours, not quite breaks it up. And of course we've got the dark green, and I'm bragging now. Got a few Hot Wheels as well. Sneak those in, also from Andrew, by the way. And there are more to show you. Many, many more. Once again, thank you, Andrew, from New York State, USA, for this incredible gift. Oh, one of the things I was mumbling about earlier and have now vaguely remembered is the police chasers. They come at you with these now rather than the fantastic looking but dated Crown Victoria. The speeds they reach, it's all there on camera. Look at the lights in the grille. They also have, well, they have lights everywhere, don't they? Cruising along, minding your own business. Not you, them. And they see something that doesn't quite agree with their standards, and you're busted, mate. Pull over, mate. But yeah, fantastic. But imagine doing a chase in one of these, knowing what they're capable of. Imagine being chased by one, knowing what they're capable of. But yeah, I need a fleet of them. 10 will do. I think we should reshuffle the table. I think maybe we'll do a third video and just clean it all up. Let her run, as they tell you in Vegas with a machine gun in your hand. Let her run. Beautiful. Now that we've gone downtown, we'll go uptown, take a view of the carnage. Fabulous. I'm glad the lady got her car fixed. Perfect. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you next week. after I have another coffee. Bye.